everyone, this is Kirstine from the Mustard Tree Trust. Hello everyone, it's lovely to see you. I've been getting my Advent things out. I've got an Advent calendar and it's got lots and lots and lots of little doors in. I was just looking at it to work out where door number 1 is. I wasn't going to open it, honest. Because what you do with an Advent calendar is you open one door every day. From the beginning of December right the way through to Christmas Eve. Maybe you've got an Advent calendar. Maybe your Advent calendar's got chocolate in. Mine's just got pictures. But I've been thinking about Advent because Advent itself means coming. And so what's coming? Well, I think you can all guess what's coming at the moment. Because Christmas is coming and we're starting to prepare for Christmas, aren't we? We've got the cards to write and the presents to buy. You've got the food to order, the drinks to order. Oh, and maybe there's some party invites. Maybe you're going to have a party at school. It's all very exciting. But the very first Advent was slightly different because it was celebrating the coming of a baby. And Mary, who ended up being Jesus' mum, her preparations would have been very different to that. She wouldn't have had to send cards and order in food and drinks. She was preparing for a baby. Now then, when I had a baby, I did lots of preparation too. Had to buy a cot, had to buy some bedding for the cot, had to buy some baby clothes. Lots of things I had to have. Toys. I had to have clothes for me because obviously I changed shape. But Mary didn't have a chance to have these sorts of preparation. You see, Mary was kind of special. She was a very godly, lovely girl. She was a very kind girl. And she wasn't made pregnant by a man. She got a visit from an angel who told her that it was going to be God's baby inside her. Wow! I think that would have been quite difficult to understand. And Mary went to visit her cousin Elizabeth. Now Elizabeth was an older lady. Elizabeth was probably my age. And she hadn't had a baby at all. And yet her husband, a guy called Zechariah, had been visited by an angel too. And this angel had said, Elizabeth's going to have a baby. Well, I don't think Zechariah believed him. Because Elizabeth was too old to have a baby. But sure enough, Elizabeth got pregnant and she had a miraculous baby too. I think she will have talked a lot about this baby with Elizabeth. And I think Mary and Elizabeth will have had lots of talks about angels and about being pregnant. I think they'd have had an awful lot of chance to talk about what all this meant. You see, Elizabeth's baby was going to be special too. Elizabeth's baby was going to be called John, and he was going to grow up and show people the way to God. And Mary's baby was going to be the person of God. He was going to be God. But back to the preparation. So, Mary and her soon-to-be husband Joseph were told that they had to go and register. You see, the king wasn't happy that he was getting enough tax. And he told everybody that they had to go back to where they were born, back to where their family was from, and write their name down so that he made sure everybody was paying tax. So Mary had to walk to Bethlehem. That's like 90 odd miles. Hey, that's a long walk. It would take them a long time to get there. And the Bible doesn't tell us, but they might have had a donkey. But it would be really tiring, wouldn't it? Having to walk all that way when you were really, really heavily pregnant. I don't think that was the sort of preparation that Mary was looking for either. And it got even worse. Because once they got there, well, that didn't happen like they wanted either. There was no hospital like we'd go to a hospital today, or maybe we'd go to a unit where we had somebody to come and help us, a midwife to come and help us. Or maybe we'd have it in our home, a lovely, comfortable home. But Mary didn't have that choice. There was no hospital. There was no comfortable home. In fact, there was no bed at all. Mary and Joseph ended up having their baby in a room full of animals because there was nowhere else for them to stay. Once the baby was born, it was wrapped up and put in a bed. But it wasn't a proper bed. It was put to bed in a manger or an animal trough. I think it might have been clean grass though, or clean straw. I hope it was. So that really wasn't a good preparation for a baby. Especially as we now know this baby was going to be so special. This baby was Jesus. And Jesus was coming to take away the sins of the world, the Bible says. He was going to be a really important man. And Christians believe that he was actually not just a man, that he was God too. Somewhere in the Bible, it talks about Jesus saying, "I am the light of the world." And you can see my angel here has got a candle in. And sometimes we like that, particularly at Christmas. I wonder whether that's why we put our Christmas lights up. So in our preparation for Christmas, it'll be really good to put lots and lots of lights up, wouldn't it? And maybe we could have a nativity scene with Mary and Joseph and a donkey. And maybe when the shepherds came, you can get them out. And the wise men who came a lot later, but we can put them all in our nativity scene. But whatever we do, whatever decorations we put out, whatever lights we put on our windows or outside our houses, or when we see other people's lights, don't forget about the baby. Because this Advent, as we prepare for Christmas, let's remember that baby. Let's remember how important that baby was and who that baby grew up to be. Well, I hope you have a lovely Christmas. You might get another video before then, but if not, have a lovely time and we'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.